The dozens of other shady things that may or may not have occurred in my life that I can barely even remember because I was high or drunk or it was 30 years ago.
And you don't feel bad about any of this stuff?
Yeah, of course I do. I've spent so much time feeling bad. By the way, most of these women don't even remember, I bet.
Well, that's really convenient for you.
I'm the one who has to live with this shit. I'm the one who has to feel the guilt all day, every day.
So you're the victim here?
Yeah, and I know that's not the woke, progressive, intersectionally appropriate thing to say, but I would say, yeah, I'm the one who has suffered the most because of the actions of BoJack Horseman.
You've suffered?
Yeah, I have.
The most?
The most!
Really?
The only person that I have ever abused in my life is myself.
Every incident you scrutinize, separate and apart from the narrative Depp is trying to spin, reflects poorly on Depp. Depp has made it easy for us. You don't just have to stretch or bend backwards to believe Depp's side of the story. You have to do backflips. You have to divert your focus from the matter at hand and examine minutiae so unrelated to the question of abuse that it'll make you dizzy. Johnny vowed to Amber once that he would never look at her again. He told her, "You don't exist." When I first heard him say that, I thought, that's a sharp knife. I deal in words, so I hear the intention of those better than most. You don't exist. That is an intentionally dealt, deep cut. It is one of the most heartless things I've ever heard someone say to another human being. Isn't he saying something so uniquely cruel there? You're not there. You don't exist. Only by willing it, Amber Heard, the human being, can be blotted out. Her humanity, gone. When the trial started in Virginia, we all sloshed against our TV, phone, and computer screens, eyes unblinking, as this fascinating, horrible story unfolded, one bitter, humiliating anecdote at a time. The rotted carcass of this failed relationship peeled off in dripping scarlet ribbons by the buzzards, each still tender, previously intimate moment and painful detail of these gorgeous celebrities' lives spread across the world like peanut butter. Some spilled forth to witness in person, pouring a pool of vacation days and flying cross-country to sit hours in line with dozens of others, hoping and hoping and hoping to catch just a glimpse of Captain Hook. They listened to the charming, handsome, glibly sardonic Depp. They laughed at his best and worst attempts at humor indiscriminately, and they believed him. Their silver-tongued rock star strumming his guitar with a golden coin. So together, people clapped their hands and assured him they believed. They soothed his battered ego. There's just one little persistent problem, of course. Amber Heard does exist. You can see her, even when Depp refuses to. We should all try, when we realize we've jumped to conclusions, to undo some of the harm we've caused. Maybe I'm foolish to hope, but I can't help but ache for the tide to turn. And I'll keep hoping, waiting, anticipating the other shoes drop. And people will see Amber there through the muck of misogynistic trope and sour milk compassion fatigue. I have to hope that we won't let this history be written by the victor, when the victor is the very tyrant this Virginia court was designed to tear down. Johnny Depp, with his limitless resources and ever-replenishing pool of enablers, still with the stale and tepid water at the bottom of the barrel, is running this shit show. He's coaching us so we'll know how to respond, directing the media, controlling the narrative with a steel claw. You've heard his version. Now that this is all over and he's relaxed his grip, let me tell you what the evidence actually shows. Amber Heard survived abuse by John C. Depp II, accomplished actor, one-time tipsy pirate, bold-faced, lying drug addict, chauvinist, and rapist. I told you. No matter the truth, it's horrible. Can you stare this one in the face with me, no matter how uncomfortable it makes you? Can you swallow your reaction, no matter what unique personal factors it's informed by, to stand by this victim, even though she talked back, even though she fought back? Amber was forced by her ex-husband, her multi-millionaire ex-husband, to testify live regarding graphic sexual assault, her graphic sexual assault, and the world furiously roared and spat at her. Will you be contrite now? Will you embrace her now? Protect her now?
You didn't exist. You don't exist. You're not there. You're not there. You were a made-up thing in my head.
I think it might be easier to justify doing all that he's done if he can make himself believe that. All those unspeakable, embarrassing, disgusting, unforgivable things that he's done that we have proof of. It's okay that he's done those things because Amber never existed. She can't have existed. She's hated by the nation, you know? Everyone says so. She's only a gold digger, a witch, an idiot cow, a flabby fish market. She's only easy Amber. She's pointless. She's a bitch, an ugly fat whore. She's a 50-cent stripper, a worthless hooker, a slippery whore Depp donated his jizz to for a while. And hopefully, that cunt's rotting corpse is decomposing in the back of a Honda Civic. She isn't there. She doesn't exist. To borrow a heavy phrase, history has its eyes on you, Johnny Depp. And our memory is as long as it is short. They'll see who you are. They'll see what you did. Eventually, everyone will see. And then, we'll forget you completely because you didn't do much. In the meantime, I'm asking you watching, to look, not at Depp, but at Amber Heard. See Amber for the multifaceted, eminently flawed human being deserving of compassion that she necessarily is. And let Johnny Depp keep his head bowed in shame, his drooping, bloodshot eyes downcast, gaze averted from Amber's sincere plea to be seen, heard, and believed. I, for one, hope he chokes on all that shame he must feel, if he has a stitch of a soul left to feel it with. What can I say? I'm a graceless spirit when it comes to rapists. Maybe I'll find that grace with age, but for today, I hope he's in pain. And years hence, when the Reaper steps over his threshold and Depp is lying with his face looking up at the ceiling tile, body warm and finally free of ache, resting comfortably in 1,000 thread count sheets of premium cotton. And he's done and had everything he's ever wanted in all the world. And he's surrounded by the people who love, trust him most, and see the very best in him. I hope he's in unspeakable agony. And when he goes, if he takes all those revolting, sexist, abusive, bullshit, boring patterns with him, bully for us.
I know you want to respond, and I know you want to defend yourself. Listen to me. Defending yourself by throwing someone under the bus is not going to look good.
It's not about that. It would not be about me throwing you under the bus. You know what it would be? It would be released through documented people coming on the record and having the protection to do so that haven't had yet. It would be eyewitness statements. It would be evidence, tons of it, and it would be through years. And it would be unbelievable to imagine that either I'm in a secret fight club, or B, I've had
A secret what?
I've had a secret fight club, or that I have been plotting to do this for 3 years, and while taking pictures of it and documenting it, just saving it up for the right time when I'm not asking for any money and have nothing financial to gain from it. That no one is going to believe that. No one is going to believe that one of the two alternatives, either I'm in a fight club, or I've been going through hair and makeup, or going through makeup through all these years, where I have corroborating text messages between people that match those dates of those timestamp validated photos. It is insanely cross corroborated. Then it is a plan. I'm going to put makeup on myself and take pictures throughout years and just sit on it for years. While having this like imaginary life run parallel to it. Do you understand that the pictures I have match with like text messages to my mom back and forth about it, you know, and text messages between, say, Raquel and my mom, or Raquel and my dad, or, you know, between my two friends. Or there's a text message where I tell Jody the night before I had that James Corden night show thing, where I say, hey, Jody, I've had an accident. I think I have a busted lip. I may have a busted nose and 2 black eyes tomorrow, because I know how bad it will be until the morning, and we may have to cancel. But the appearance, I don't know how I'm icing it. I'll let you know in the morning, you know, and things like that. It doesn't matter. There is nothing there. Nothing, and all of that won't be me throwing you in the bus. That will be evidence in this case, which it will be criminal as well, because I cannot go on Friday and file without filing a police statement first. And the only reason I haven't filed that police statement, which has been used against me, by the way, every day, and the only reason I won't do it, I haven't done it, is because I don't want to hurt you, and that means it goes out of my hands. And we had a third party prosecutor come, and a criminal lawyer come, and they went like, the problem is hearing from you, like your biggest struggle is that it's the most solid evidence case of domestic violence I've ever seen, and if you give this over to them or present any part of this, they will prosecute him. And I felt like I would never want that for you. Because it's hard for me to even understand. I don't call myself, like, in my head, it's hard for me to even accept any sort of victimdom ever.